Hey guys, Silverlight here, back in with a new segment. Yes, today we are kicking off Throwback Thursdays, a bi-weekly segment, because I don't want to run out of stuff. Videos where I take a look at a figure that is at least 20 years old or older, and for Throwback Thursdays, number 1, episode 1, whatever you want to call it, we're taking a look at the Hasbro Transformers Beast Wars Ultra Class Optimus Primal. Now, I've had this guy for a couple of years now, and I've been wanting to do a review of him, but just haven't figured out the right time to do it. I figured now was the right time. So, here we are. I got this guy a couple of years ago at the Albany Comic and Toy Show for a pretty good price. Had to get a couple of missiles off of eBay, but overall, got him for pretty cheap compared to what he usually sells for, but I digress. Just taking a look at his Chunky Monkey mode. Calling it a monkey because that's more fun. Not cartoon accurate, but like most action figures, say Motu or even I think G.I. Joe, they all came out before the animated series. The toys were out before the animated series. Same with the original G1 Transformers, which, if you like those, that's cool, but I don't have money for that stuff. So I pick up Beast Wars. But, yeah, looks cool enough, though. Not too bad. I mean, he's got some robot parts peeking through, but what are you going to do? So, with that being said, let's just get into the transformation, because it's not very hard. Straighten the legs out. I mean, you're halfway done. That's the meme, right? 80% of Beast Wars, all you got to do is stand them up, flip some shit around. There you go, robot mode. Flip the feet up, flip these feet down, and then flip the waist around, flip the arms down, flip them around. It's got a lot of play features, so I'm going to try and get this done as quick and painless as possible. Let's tilt the camera up, because he is a tall fella. He's tall enough anyways. Pull down his gorilla head, flip down the gorilla face, peg it in, and now we have Optimus Primal cosplaying as a vampire hunter predator, because that's metal AF, and that's how I'm going to display him forever. No, I'm just kidding. This is cool and all, but it is kind of dumb. So what you can do is you can flip the face down, flip the ears up, and then flip that back up, and spin his head around, and there you go. There is what he is supposed to look like for the most part. Now, the Optimus Primal in the show kind of had a slit in his battle mask with his lips showing, but that's irrelevant because this came out before, and they did reissue this guy with the show accurate head sculpt. Last thing you want to do is you want to take these shoulder pads, you want to flip them up. Give him the shoulder pads he had. And there you go. There is Optimus Primal in his robot mode. And for, what, a 25-year-old Transformer? I'm not going to lie, that's not too bad. That's really solid, actually. But, again, this guy has a lot of play features, so we better just get right into those. So starting off with the arms, he has these little switches. Flip them up. Pose his arms forward a bit so stuff gets out the way. He's got a lever on his back. You can move to have his arms flailing around like a crazy person. Me personally, I pop those down because that gimmick just kind of gets in the way of things. He does, if you notice during transformation, have a couple of missiles behind his mask there. He comes with 4 of these. The other 2 were in his, his ass. We'll talk about that in a moment. He does have a bit of a gimmick in this arm. I remember how to do it right here. I think, there you go. What you do is you can take the missile, you can can put it into this launcher here. Yeah, you know what? It's no fun unless I gotta look for 2 of these later. So, let's see here. There you go. And then you press the yellow button. And the other one doesn't want to go. Sorry, kids, the other one does not want to go. Ah, there we go. So, yeah, he's got a cannon in his arm. It's pretty awesome. And then the other arm, he's got this little skull mace, which will be easier said than done to actually pop out. There we go. And why it's a skull, I have no freaking clue. That's pretty savage. But you can pull the handle out from the bottom and unweave the string. You can peg it into his hand. Which can be easier said than done, I will say. Hold on. This is a real return to my roots here. Pulling stuff behind camera as opposed to just editing it. There you go. There is the skull. Putting that off to the side. Last but not least, he's got this little button on his ass, as previously mentioned. And what this does is flip out some cannons and some swords. Look at those in a minute. The cannons can fire with the triggers on the top. Haha, I was smart. I didn't let those go flying across the room. And then you can flip them back up and peg him to his ass. But then he's got 2 swords, 2 scimitar-looking swords, which you could put both of in one hand, so you can give him like a bow or a double-edged sword, or you could just peg him in his hands. Like a so. Like a so. And there you go. There he is with his swords. Looking like a badass. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool look for Prime. Yeah, actually, it's not Prime, it's Primal. It's a completely different character for those of you who don't know the mythos, but I don't know, this is a pretty cool figure for, what, pushing 25? So getting the swords out of his hands. Let's take a look at the articulation quick. Before he falls down, knocks everything over. So his head is on a ball joint. You can snap his neck and kill him, but he's a robot, so that probably won't work. Shoulders move up and down, in and out a little bit. Albeit a little hindered because of the springs in there. He does have a bicep swivel. Does have a waist swivel. Hips can kick forward and back, in and out. They are on ball joints, but they're not too loose. Knee gets more than 90, so that's pretty cool. And then his feet hinge up and down. So yeah, not too shabby. Really awesome figure. I'm not gonna lie here. Probably one of my favorite figures from the 90s. Probably. So, size comparison, real quick, just to give you a gist of scale. I'm just going to bring out my 2 regulars here. We got Brother Mandibulus. And then we have, where is he? There he is. Spawn, who could be dethroned soon. You never know. Just getting these 2 out of here. Gonna transform this guy back quick as I tell you my final thoughts. So final thoughts, this guy is awesome, if you didn't already guess that. He is really cool. A little bit fidgety, especially with this noggin right now. Come on, dude. But it is probably the best figure from the line overall. From an aesthetic standpoint and overall engineering, this figure is really good. I mean, really, it's like insultingly good. Because we've gotten Transformers in recent years that look like total dog shit. That are supposed to have all this new engineering and stuff. Oh man, there's something in the way. There we go. Supposed to have all this engineering and stuff that just look like trash. So, yeah. For a figure this old to look this good, I think that should tell you a little bit about the rise and fall of Transformers in recent years. That, and I will say, the joints on this thing are really stiff. Like these feet, sometimes I can't even flip them out. Not to mention he comes with a ton of stuff. He comes with 2 swords, a mace, an arm cannon that flips out, and then 2 shoulder cannons. And a battle mask, if you want to include that as an accessory, because you can easily remove it. And then he's got all the action features on the side. So, yeah, I highly recommend you pick this thing up if you can find it at a reasonable price like I did. I don't think you'll regret it at all. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed Throwback Thursdays, episode 1, number 1, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more content to the channel. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, because I'm curious what you guys think. I mean, I think it's awesome, but maybe you don't like monkeys. I don't know. I think that's bullshit, but what do I know? So with that being said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.